Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be going through my scrap basket and just my scrap yarn. So I'm going to be completely honest, I don't really do scraps because most of the time like my scraps are like this big just because they're burnout, and most of the time I just go through it as I go. I have this basket. It's a little bit of a mess just because this just like I tore something apart and that's what this is. But I have a whole bunch of different colors in there. I have some skeins that are like this, and I have some that are like that. But that's like the main basket I want to work through. Otherwise, you can see its corner. I have this tote, which I just put most of the yarns that I have already started working on in here, which is all of this. So I'm going to be working through this basket, that small basket, and this as best as I can. I know there is a couple projects like for sure that are in there, so I am first going to start with a country blue turtle. So these, I don't make very many of them anymore because I just don't buy the yarn. I haven't been able to find it. I can buy it on Amazon, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I have like 2 skeins of this that are like started. So I'm hoping I can get a turtle out of this. I should be able to, because this is just the main body, and I should have its turtle shell in here. If I don't, I know I do have another skein. Yes, I do. So I'm going to use the lovely blue for its turtle color, and then the country blue for its body. So let's go ahead and start that. That might take me all day, and then I don't know what we're going to do next. Maybe an axolotl, or like a gray elephant from this gray. But yeah, turtle first and see if that will get us through. Okay, I went ahead and finished all the body parts. Here's the 2 small fins and the tail. Here's the big fins and the head. I didn't think I was going to have enough, but I do. I definitely do. This is what I have left of the little tiny skein. That's what I have left of the big guy, because I like parted it weird. But we're going to go move on to the shell and stuff her in, and then maybe make a blue axolotl out of that, just so I can use up this yarn, because I like to keep going on that train. Okay, so I worked on that turtle. I don't want to get stuffing, so this is where we're ending. It's going to use up pretty much all that's left of that. My friends are getting online, so I'm going to go play with them. And I was looking through the little basket with all the small stuff, and most of it is axolotls that I found in here. Like all the random pinks. I have a tan pink, I have my baby blue, I have my purple in here, gray, another just my normal baby pink. But I think I'm going to, like while I'm playing, I'm going to make an axolotl. I did not out of the baby blue and Twilight, because I didn't think I had any Twilight in my tote, but I do. So that's gonna be that one, and I also have enough of this one to make an axolotl, I'm pretty sure. So I can get most of the way through both of those before I had to stop with stuffing, and that's probably all I'm gonna do, unless if I find something else. because I really want to use these up, but I don't know what to make yet. So there's that, because I have like 3 or 4 of those. Axolotls? I don't know. Is the motivation here today, Moon? No? You just want to sleep too? So it's the next day again. I did end up going and grabbing the stuffing out of my closet, but I did not get very far. I just didn't. So I did finish off the body and I sewed on the head most of the way, but I didn't get the eyes put in because I was having issues, and then I just stopped. Like, I didn't do anything else. I didn't crochet. I didn't do nothing. So we're going to finish off this turtle first, and then I think we are going to do an elephant out of this gray, and then axolotls, because that's pretty much what most of my scrap yarn is right now, is for axolotls. So let's see how much of this we can get done today. It's already the afternoon pretty much, but I do most of my crocheting at night, so turtle, see what we can get done on those. While we have a great motivator in the bed.
Yeah, so we used to dress up all the time when we lost. Following week, the other person always dressed up. That's how it used to be. When we took an actual score, an actually score, we used to have 90 boxes, I think, or 100, 120, 60 on each side. Yeah, we used to do that. Don't want to be on my sponsorship. Oh, I bet. Let's go! There he is. Never too late. Welcome in, everybody. Jane Edwards Pop Your Opinion is happening Wednesday night. There are 2 surprise sets tonight. If you don't like the big banger surprise set, you can take those over. We have a smaller one. It's 36 spots. The second one is 36 spots. We have a bonus. It was 12 last time. We bumped it up to 18 pop shells. Right? I'm going to show you everything I have in no particular order. I'm going to show you as we get out here. I got some new things I've never had before, like that. I've never had that before. Enter Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. These are deluxe or collector's edition. I think it's collector's edition. Little Nightmares Mirror Edition for the Switch. Terrifier for the Digital right there. Never had that before, guys. Underneath feet. Deluxe edition. Nordic Ashes collector's edition. Lots of great. Oh, good hit. Jack and Daxter, the Lost Frontier 9.98 plus one. That's a high dollar game. What a great hit. Good hit.
Okay, so camera died, but I did end up finishing up the elephant. He turned out good. The tail got a little bit short, but that's okay. I don't have very much left of this yarn, which I'm so glad, because I do not have any more of this, and yeah. That's all I got left, so I'll end up yarn winding that and probably using it for some small stingrays, I'm guessing. It's one wild piece of hair. But my hands hurt. Like, they've just been hurting for like the last couple days. But I'm tired. I actually took a nap before I even started working on this elephant. And so I think I'm just gonna go to bed. But if I get anything done, else done, I'll let you know in the morning. But I almost guarantee you, I will not. I indeed did not get anything done last night. I was out last night again. I don't know what it was. I was just exhausted. And then today, I worked outside all day. It is now, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's after 7. Yeah, 7:07. Okay. But I do want to get some crocheting done. Feeling pretty good. Besides a little achy, but that, whatever. I always hurt, so it's fine. But I want to get this little guy done, for sure. And this little guy done into axolotls. And I do have their accents right here. So I do want to get those done. At least make 2 axolotls to finish these off, and then I don't know what we're gonna do next. But those shouldn't take me too long. So those first.
It got sent to your old address. Is the Wisdom Threads with Snuggles Light in the color Berry Pink. Those are all the yarns that I will be using for this video. I'm really excited to see how these scrunchies work out for this. And I'm also interested to see how the Hobby Lobby yarn is going to work out. I've done it one time before, but I did triple crochets instead of double.
Finished him. Finished this guy. He turned out pretty cute. No ruffles. I used up all that little tiny skein that I had of it, and I used up most of what was left in here. So I don't think this is going to make another axolotl. So I don't know what I'm going to make out of it. So yeah, I made him. Used most of the little skein. Almost all this. Not too much of the Twilight, but we're getting there. We're getting there. That wasn't really like what I really wanted to use up, so we're good on that. And I know this light blue isn't going to be enough for an axolotl, like a whole axolotl, now that I did that one. But I am going to finish it off so I don't have to look at it anymore. Sorry about the bad angle. Yeah. I'm just going to finish it off so I don't have to use it anymore, but I'm not going to open another skein. Because one, I am not digging through the totes. And two, I don't really need it right now. So I might as well just use up the little tiny skein, get down my scraps, and then go on to the next project. So I did axolotl. I got to the feet. I did not think it was going to make it that far at all. So glad. And so I finished that off. I wound up these two again, and it's just a little guy. So I'll use that when I do pull out more of the light blue, and I'll finish those off. But we ended up using up 2 skeins so far, just going through my scrap yarn. But I do want to go through, I want to make one more project before we end the video. So, but I don't know if I just want to finish off these 2 random skeins that I have in here for axolotls. But this is a tan pink, and I don't buy this. I don't buy this. So this is going to have to be an accent. So I don't want to use anything with that right now either. So, never mind. Axolotls are out the window. This tote, I don't know if there's anything interesting in there. I guess we talked about using up this stuff. This stuff that I just don't like this dye lot. It's really just like, it's still soft, but it's not soft. It's not soft. And I have so many of them. Like I have at least these 2 in there. And they need to go. They need to go. So I wonder what we could make with these. Maybe I should just do a colored axolotl and do these as the fins. Because there isn't that much in here. This will get me like 2 axolotls, I think. Because I'm not worried about running out of this for the fins. Let's do that. Let's do that. This is just turning into an axolotl video. It's fine. Okay. That is not the axolotl. So, I started working on him, and he's pretty cute. He's just like a full navy blue one. But I think if I did this again, I'd probably do the fins like a black. But kids are weird. So I'm pretty sure when I make both of these, they will sell. Because this one I have left of the 1 skein, I'm positive that this will be enough to finish this one. So I'll be able to make 2, and I'll let you know when I do that. But I'm about to get on with my friends. So this will probably take me the rest of the night. Maybe. Don't know yet. Okay, so I did show a clip last night of 2, I think, and the little bit of skein that I had left. But I did get 3. I just haven't done the little tail flippers, so we're gonna do that. But I did like try and finish off that little skein that I had left. So I got past the front flippers and I stopped because I didn't think I had another skein of this like crappy stuff. And I just had like the other, I know I had more of this yarn, but it was like softer. But I do actually have more. I got 1 more skein. So we should be able to finish this axolotl. And I think possibly start a 5th one. But if it doesn't make it all the way, if there isn't that much left for a 5th one, I'm probably not gonna do it, and I'm just gonna make squids out of it or a stingray, because I am not mixing those 2 yarns together to make an axolotl. It's just gonna look and feel so weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one off and then do all our flippers at once because they don't take me any time at all. And then we'll do a wrap up. Then we'll do a wrap up. Are you tired? Don't mind him. He's getting attacked by his cat. It's gonna be close. Okay, so this is about as far as I got. It's the whole body. I'm probably gonna do like 2 more rows is what I'm gonna get out of what's left. But this is softer, so I am gonna go ahead and tie on that skein and finish her off. He's gonna look a little bit weird, but with like that much of his tail, I'm not too worried about it. But I'll update you after this is done. And I get all, 5 of these guys. His tail's done. Like the flipper flopper. Okay, it's wrap up time. So, what did we all get done with all of our scrap yarn? We ended up going through 4 of these skeins, which is amazing. I wanted to get rid of the yarn so bad. So glad it's gone. We ended up getting rid of one of our country blues, which is nice. And we also ended up getting rid of our little scrap of the light blue for this half axolotl. So, in total, we made 1 country blue turtle. We made 5 of these guys of the multi blue axolotls. And we made 1 country blue one. And we also made a gray elephant. So, 6 axolotls, a turtle, the elephant, well, 6.5 axolotls, if you would even count this as a half. So, this is pretty good. That was pretty good. I can actually get all my stuff into this one tote now. I don't have the little basket anymore. Can get that off my desk, put it away. Perfect. So, let me know what project was your favorite. Which blue axolotl, the elephant, or was it the turtle? I really like the turtles, but I'm kind of upset that this yarn is pretty much gone, except for what I'm going to use for with axolotls, but definitely worth it.